Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be discussing about my thoughts of the confrontation fight scene between Mirai and Sakura in the 7th episode of Kyoukai no Kanata. My thoughts of the confrontation fight scene between Mirai and Sakura in the 7th episode of this series. I kind of personally like this fight scene the most, and in the very late part of this episode. Personally, what I like about this fight scene is because this is a very drama moment between the two girls. The fight scene, I would describe it as a serious drama and of course personal fight scene actually, mainly because of the girl named Sakura. Sakura wants to avenge her sister, who was actually a friend of Mirai's. And Sakura wants to take her own vengeance by killing Mirai with a weapon that she actually used to actually take out Yeoman, but she also wants to use that weapon to take out Mirai for her own vengeance because of course Mirai was responsible for her older sister's death. My thoughts on Sakura's weapon, I kind of like the fact that it's a cool mix between a gun, spear and a knife actually. With those combinations, it's actually a really cool weapon that Sakura used in the first 7 episodes of this series. Mirai is actually a spirit world warrior actually. And she is actually my personal favourite character in the series, mainly because of course her cuteness, but also her badassness actually. And what makes Mirai really quite awesome in this series is that she is really badass. Her primary weapon that she used throughout this series is a sword that is conjured from her own blood. There's a cut on her hand and then it spills out some blood and that blood turns into a sword. Mirai's sword looks so wicked and so badass that sword of hers is so awesome actually when I see Mirai in action whenever she's fighting against Yeoman or perhaps even Sakura. As in today's discussion about this confrontation in the 7th episode of this series. So my final conclusion thoughts of this fight confrontation between Mirai and Sakura in this episode. As I mentioned a moment ago, I personally like this scene, mainly because of the drama and also the personal serious moments of course. And it is kind of an awesome fight in my opinion actually, and I really do like this fight scene. I do come back to this episode actually rewatching this fight scene over and over again. And just prior to making this video, I actually just watched the episode more recently and I actually enjoyed once again watching this fight scene, but also doing my own thoughts about it as well. And also I kind of like the fact that the relationship between Mirai and Sakura, well, they've been actually not been as friends for some time actually. Because of course of what happened to Sakura's older sister, of her death of course. But they're both girls that actually made amends actually, and it's kind of good to see that they're both now friends again actually. Such a nice happy ending to this particular scene anyway, because of this grudge that Sakura had towards Mirai of course. And it is kind of lovely to see these two girls now friends again actually. And that is the power of friendship. So yes, this is my tiny discussion of my thoughts of the confrontation fight between Mirai and Sakura in the 7th episode of Kyoukai no Kanata. I hope you really enjoy listening to my short discussion about this scene in the anime, mainly because I'd just like to share with you guys about this particular confrontation, which is actually my personal favourite scene in the show. I will be doing another discussion of this anime again, this time with Mirai and another main lead character named Akihito. So put a comment down below to put your own thoughts about this little confrontation between Mirai and Sakura, and also put a like and subscribe to my channel. See you guys!